Jin gives a firm response to Jungkook's mother's rejection of the mysterious woman rumor. Not everything deserves to be questioned. A strong and surprising reaction came from BTS's Jin, who is now in his post-military service period, responding to the heated issue involving his fellow group member, Jungkook. In a statement rarely made directly, Jin gave a critical response to the rumor involving a mysterious woman linked to Jungkook, as well as the open rejection expressed by Jungkook's mother regarding the issue. This situation has now evolved into a conversation far bigger than mere fan speculation. It touches on privacy, media ethics, and the boundaries between public attention and private intervention. The question is simple yet sharp. Why must a family member, in this case Jungkook's mother, publicly respond to a rumor that doesn't even have a clear factual basis? And why did Jin feel the need to speak up? The public was shocked when a rumor claiming Jungkook was getting close to a foreign woman, allegedly a celebrity outside the Korean entertainment industry, surfaced on several online channels disguised as news media. It didn't take long before the rumor quickly spread on social media, especially due to several blurry photo snippets and manipulative narratives meant to frame Jungkook as being in a secret relationship. However, the biggest escalation happened when a statement from the family emerged. In a message circulated in fan communities online, someone claiming to be a close relative of Jungkook's mother stated that she felt disgusted and disappointed by the reports linking her son to a woman completely unknown to the family. This rejection was not only firm but also viewed by some as a direct intervention in public opinion. Interestingly, Jin, long known for being calm and rarely reacting to internal group controversies, chose to speak up. In a limited social media interaction now gaining wide attention, Jin wrote a short but weighty statement. Not everything deserves to be questioned, especially if the answer was never meant for the public. This sentence triggered waves of interpretation, with some viewing it as a form of defense for Jungkook, and others as a criticism of the media and public that were seen as overstepping boundaries. Jin did not name anyone or provide further clarification, but within the context of BTS, who are known for carefully guarding professionalism and privacy, Jin's response was seen as a statement of principle. He wasn't just reacting to a rumor, but also indirectly criticizing the practice of speculation that now seems accepted in Korea's entertainment scene. It should be noted that Jin is the eldest member of BTS, and socially in Korea, the role of hyung, or older brother, is highly respected. When Jin speaks, it is not merely personal opinion, but also a form of protection for his younger groupmates. In several past interviews, Jin has also stated that excessive public attention can have psychological effects on BTS members, especially during inactive periods or hiatuses. Does Jin's reaction indicate that the rumor directly affected Jungkook and his family? While there is no explicit confirmation, internal sources state that Jungkook felt deeply uncomfortable with the reports encroaching on his family matters. The mother's rejection was said to be a final attempt to stop speculation from spiraling out of control, while Jin chose a symbolic yet meaningful path to voice support. What's notable is that this issue reveals a new dynamic within the Korean entertainment industry, where the boundary between public interest and privacy invasion is increasingly blurred. The fact that a mother must issue a rejection statement and a group member must speak publicly shows the intense pressure idols now face even in their supposedly private lives. Fans, though many have shown strong support, also express confusion. Does this mean the rumor contains hidden truth, or on the contrary, that such coverage has crossed ethical lines and must be scrutinized? Jin seems to choose the latter. In a follow-up, he wrote, "We are not discussing music or work. We are dragging a private name into a speculative arena." This sentence strengthens the idea that Jin not only wants to defend Jungkook, but also remind the public of the importance of preserving the line between fame and personal privacy. He ended his statement with a sharper yet graceful tone. If you care about someone, the best question is, will this hurt them? Reactions from industry circles began to emerge. Some media critics lament how unverified rumors can become trending topics within hours, while clarifications or rejections made directly by family are questioned for authenticity. In this case, social media becomes a double-edged sword, accelerating information while complicating clarification. What is the long-term impact of this incident on Jungkook, his family, and BTS as a whole? It's hard to answer directly, but one thing is clear: Jin's response has drawn a firm line, that not all rumors deserve to be commented on, and not all comments must be met with justification. Sometimes silence can be resistance, But in a case like this, Jin's voice became a significant distinction. In other words, this isn't just about a rumor involving a mysterious woman. This is a reminder of the need for ethics in delivering information, especially when that information drags someone's name into the spotlight, someone who never chose to be on stage. The family. Will the public stop speculating? Perhaps not. But at least, through Jin's statement and Jungkook's mother's firm stance, an important message has been delivered. Privacy must be respected, even in a world that never truly sleeps. This phenomenon, the reaction from Jin and the strong rejection from Jungkook's mother, raises crucial questions that should not be consumed passively by the public, but rather become a subject of collective reflection. Are we truly witnessing a reality that happened? Or are we part of a grand performance carefully crafted by algorithms and hidden agendas? It's important to note that almost all the information that triggered this commotion came from unofficial media such as TikTok, YouTube, and anonymous Twitter accounts. In the flood of today's information, our society often can no longer distinguish what is factual data and what is fabricated narrative designed to create an illusion of reality. Is it possible that this mysterious woman issue is a constructed narrative aimed at gaining attention, generating traffic, or even tarnishing the reputation of one of the world's biggest idols? Ask yourself, what real evidence do we have? Blurry photo fragments? Captions made to sound like insider sources? Or just personal interpretations multiplied by thousands of other accounts? When the public begins to react strongly based solely on assumptions, without a rigorous verification process, our public space becomes a stage vulnerable to sensationalist interests. Jin's statement about not everything deserves to be questioned can be interpreted not only as a form of protection for his groupmate, but also as a critique of the digital culture that thrives on scandal. Doesn't this reflect the irony of our times, where silence is more suspicious than noise and clarifications are seen as admissions of guilt? Do you truly believe that a mother would issue a public statement just to cover up her son's relationship? Or is that statement a genuine act of frustration and protection from a mother against baseless public opinion attacks? When a mysterious woman's name is brought up, without clear identity, without direct involvement, without an official statement from either side, is that truly newsworthy? Or is it merely a fictional story dressed in reality, to seem consumable by a public hungry for drama? Are we aware that by spreading such information, we are reinforcing the rumor industry? When readers stop pursuing truth and merely absorb the most dramatic narrative, social media ceases to be a communication tool. It becomes a stage for manipulating perception. Some argue that Jungkook's mother's statement and Jin's response are part of a communication strategy. But to what end? Does BTS, with its global reputation and professional management, need to create internal drama just to stay relevant? Or is this reaction a line crossed? One that can no longer be tolerated in the face of slander and privacy invasion? We must ask, have we become part of a system that unknowingly erodes someone's dignity? When our consumption of rumors is sustained and even celebrated, we are giving space for the hoax industry to flourish. Let's be honest. How many of us actually verify the sources of the news we share? How many of us read a sensational headline and immediately draw conclusions? And how many of us feel entitled to judge, condemn, and shape public opinion about someone's private life? Someone we don't even know personally? Jin and Jungkook's mother's statements might be seen as reactive, but they might also signal that a line has been crossed. This is not just about a dating rumor. It is about how we, as information consumers, often fail to distinguish what is worth knowing and what should never have left the realm of privacy. So let us reflect. Does the news we read today truly represent the truth? Or are they fragments of narrative crafted to lure clicks, comments, and emotional reactions? A skeptical and reflective attitude does not mean rejecting all information. Thank you for watching.